All right, everybody, we are back. I know this is, I haven't done a video in a while, so this is the first one that I've done in about like a week and a half or two. We are going to be playing some Modern with Kaldheim cards. This is a deck that I had first seen by, I think it was Aspiring Spike was playing it, and it's basically like kind of very similar to the Temur Uro deck that was popular before. But we've added Primeval Titan, which I don't think a lot of people were playing, and then the reason that we're playing Primeval Titan along with Side Uro is because we have Invasion of the Giants. This card seems pretty good. It's very similar to like a card like Omen of the Sea, Scry 2 draw card. You get a little bit of added bonus if you can reveal a giant to maybe tag a planeswalker or something like that. And conveniently, this on turn 2 allows you to cast Primeval Titan on turn 4, because you Chapter 2 on turn 3 and then Chapter 3 on turn 4. You get the next giant spell cost 2 less, so makes your Primeval Titan cost 2 less, kind of cool. And we have the usual suspects for blue, Ren and 6, Uro, Force, Remand, Growth Spiral, all that stuff. Sideboards, some bunch of Gus. We have some anti-shadow stuff, burn, cards for the control mirrors, and another removal spell here. So, and then our mana base, we have 2 fields, 2 sanctuaries. Again, most of the usual suspects that I'm sure you're used to at this point. This is the new card that we're trying out. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Interested to see how this deck plays out. I'm not 100% sold on Invasion of the Giants yet, but it does look like an interesting card. And I'd much prefer to play like this specific version of a blue deck because it has more proactive game plans with Primeval Titan. So, all right, we won the die roll. Go ahead and choose to play first. Our opponent revealed a Luris, so they're going to Thoughtseize our Ren and 6, and our hand gets a lot worse, but I think I still have to keep this. I think I'm going to get probably Steam Vents with this, and then Forest with this. Well, no, that actually doesn't work, right? Because I only have one basic Forest, I think. Let me just double check. Oh, no, I have 2. I have a Forest and a Snow-Covered Forest, okay. Guess I could just get Triome with this. That makes more sense. Amuletless Titan with more giants. I guess you could sort of call it that. Are they playing Mill? Oh, they're playing Merfolk. Okay, well. I'm definitely just going to Ren and 6 that. Let's get Triome. I guess I don't even have to fetch yet. Just do this. Kill your thing. Best turn. Yeah. One drop into Ren and 6, and then us having 2 bolts means this game should be pretty easy from here. Coral Helm Commander. Okay. Alright, so I want to get this back. And then what I want to do is get a Forest with this, play Uro, and then get probably a Steam Vents with this. I think I'm just going to bolt this now. I don't want to get caught in any tricks or... I don't know what they could have, but I'm just going to kill it now. I guess they could have Force of Negation, but that's fine. Alright, let's see what our opponent follows up with. Silvergill Adept. Okay. Ren and 6 seems to be a powerful card against our opponent's strategy. Chat, what do you think? Ooh. So... it's probably worth just pinging this, playing field, and saying go. Definitely gonna ping this. I guess I could Invasion first. I could Scry 2 and then try and Growth Spiral into a land. That's probably actually better. So Invasion now to make sure we hit a land drop off Growth Spiral so we can play Titan next turn. want the second field. I will keep this island, though. Then I'll just field pass. Growth Spiral on their turn. Yeah, this seems like a pretty rough matchup for our opponent. Alright, they've successfully played a Master of the Pearl Trident. I guess they could counter my Growth Spiral, but even if they do, I'd just Slam Titan, because I have a land on top. So I don't think they're countering my Growth Spiral. I wouldn't mind drawing a land here. I can just get back a land with Red and 6 to hold up. Hold up Lightning Bolt here. Oh, okay. They've had enough, chat. On to game number 2. Let's see what we have on the sideboard. We have some Engineered Explosives, Flame Slash, probably Mystical Dispute. Remand doesn't seem particularly great, especially if they have Aether Vial. Forced Negation also pretty bad. I think I like everything else. Is Gargaroth good against them? Could be okay. I don't really think I want Force of Negation. I guess I could either keep in 2 Remands or play 2 Gargaroths. On the draw... Guess I maybe just want more threats. I could see Gargaroth being okay. Let's try Gargaroth. I really just don't like Remand on the draw. Maybe on the play I'll bring in Remand. Sam looks good. That'll keep. Probably going to play Scalding Tarn on turn 1 to hold up Lightning Bolt / Dispute. Aether Vial. Okay. It's not a bad draw. So I can get Steam Vents, play Forest, and cast Ren and 6. I think World Tree is a decent one of an Uro Titan piles. I don't really see a reason to play World Tree in a deck like this. I think it's more reasonable in something like the Amulet decks, just because that deck gets the 6 lands more consistently and like could use the, I don't know, I guess like the mana fixing on World Tree could be relevant because it maybe would allow you to your Forest to tap for blue mana. I'm not sure how relevant that is though. Yeah, I'm sorry, Otter. Yeah, it is postponed. I'm not really sure why. So they didn't do anything. Play Ren and 6, get back a land, goes to 4. They would have to Violin a 1-drop, then Violin a Lord, animate Mutavault, be able to kill Ren. And then what happens if that's the case? Well, then I could just cast 2 removal spells, right? It's probably fine. I was under the impression that the Moto bugs were fixed, but... Oh, they had Force. Alright, I was not expecting that. But that makes sense for a card to have. Now, we're playing Merfolk. Double Vial with... Yeah, Double Vial is awkward when they have... Or, yeah, Dispute is awkward when they have Double Vial. I agree with that. I'm not even sure I should have Dispute in my deck, to be honest with you. I think maybe I should just have 0 counter spells. Keep Cryptic, because it obviously it does more than that, but... I mean, they only have 2 cards, and we have 2 removal spells. Okay, we might get the tag of Lurrus with the Dispute. Nah, because they can just Vial it in. I also just don't care about Lurrus, because they have nothing in their graveyard. That was an exceptional draw. So, let's go... The question is, do I want to play my land first to Dispute if they have another Force? If they force this Ren, I don't particularly care, right? Because then they have 1 card left and it's a Lurrus. I'd much rather just hold up Lightning Bolts, I think. I don't think they have another Dispute. Did you think I was going to turn another Ren and 6? Have I bought my Dogecoin? No, I have not. Vial on 2. Well, I don't really want to kill that, because then they could just Vial in the Lurrus and play the Adept again, so I think killing that's bad. Also, I just have a Ren and 6. Potentially just kill a Lord. Untap, ping the Silvergill, depending on what happens. Nope, I did not say that, Ryan. Alright, so now I'll just bolt the Mutavault. Yeah. I think I'm going to get Steam Vents here. I'm fine shocking. Juju main, redeem Fat Clouds. I gotcha. Alright, so we know they have Lurrus in their hand. Is there any way we can do this to prevent our Renin 6 from dying to Mutavault? Not really, right? Just kind of have to accept that my Renin 6 is dead. It might be more beneficial for me to just get back a land here. Because what I could do is I could get back Scalding Tarn, play Scalding Tarn. No, that doesn't work. Because I don't have a third island in play to get for Sanctuary. Ping this, play Island Pass. And they Violin Lurrus, untap Silvergill, kill my Renin 6. Their board is Silvergill, Lurrus, but then I just play Titan. Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. I'm just going to do that. I could also Growth Spiral into another Bolt, obviously. They didn't file in the Lurrus. That's interesting. I'm not sure why they wouldn't do that. Seems kind of strange. Because now, if I just have the Lightning Bolt, they don't get to kill Ren, right? And they're tapping their blue source, so they can't have something like a counterspell for my Titan, at least. I'm gonna Spiral now and try and spike a Bolt. Look at that, chat. It's just that easy, chat. It really is. We had it the whole time, right? You guys saw it. We had it the whole time. Okay, so they're gonna put in Lurrus and cast the Silvergill Adepts, and then we're gonna play a Primeval Titan. They're probably gonna die. Revealed Coral Helm Commander. Okay. They can vial that in. That does get to kill the Renin 6 because they can tick it up, right? Yeah. Not that I'm concerned that much with that, given that I have a Primeval Titan. I could cash in the Renin 6 for a land, but I think I'm also going to save the Tarn next turn when I have 2 fields for more zombies. I'm just going to get 2 fields here. That should be enough. Alright, your go. They're going to Vial on the Commander. They can tick it up to... If they have a land, they can tick it up to 4. But it doesn't really accomplish much other than it being a 4-4 as opposed to a 3-3. I imagine they can't win if this gets to attack, so... Wait, what? What am I waiting for? Yeah, it's basically just Grave Titan 2.0. Why would you play Grave Titan when you could have Grave Titan Plus? Section remote really has 2 rare foils, some would say 9 rare per release. Ooh, that's hot. Alright. They can attack me for 9. They are attacking me for 9. Okay. I don't know what their last card is. Actually, am I dead? 6. It's really awkward that my removal spell is Flame Slash. Maybe I was supposed to get a fetch land to be able to put Bolt on top of my upkeep. Is this Master of Waves combo? What our opponent's playing? I'm not sure. It could be. My Flame Slash Master of the Pearl Trident, they just recast it and kill me. Because their things have Island Walk. So that doesn't work. I guess I have to Flame Slash their Silvergill Adept and hope they don't draw another Lord? Is that my only out? I think so. Just take 5 from this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do. I Flame Slash this. 14. Yeah, this doesn't draw me a card immediately, so I can't, like, Tarn back a Bolt and draw it this turn. Yeah, I guess I messed up by not getting a fetch, huh? I'm just going to attack first. Take out their flyer with Slash and Ren. I could do that. Slash and Ren that. Oops. Def Jet, thanks for the raid, buddy. Alright, so... anything I can get here that helps me? Not really. Just get, like, a Boro. Sure. Alright, so we're going to see how they block. I assume they're just going to take it all? Yeah. So they go to 6. So if I Ren and Slash the Commander, they would then have to... if they draw a Lord, it would be... I would still be dead to a Lord, right? It's going okay. This is round number 1. So if I kill their Commander, that's a 3-2, that's a 2-2. If they play a Lord, yeah, a Lord is still lethal. But maybe I just can't beat a Lord anyways. Yeah, that's probably my best play, actually. Right, Master would gain Island Walk. I guess there's no reason... yeah, there's just no reason to play this. You can go. Alright, no Lord, please. Yeah, so I guess I messed this game up by not getting a fetch with the Titan attack. Because then I could have just I could have put Bolt on top of my deck and my upkeep in this game, you know, they would have basically had no outs at that point. But... because now they can cast the Commander and they can level it up twice, but that doesn't get them the pump they need. Also, the Commander doesn't give the Master Island Walk, so I'm dead to an Island Walk Lord. Okay. Looks like they have it. Alright, that does not kill me, as we talked about before. Unless... No, it doesn't kill me. Attack me for 4. Then just dead on board. Cool. Got the GGs. I'll be that guy alive or just breathing his kill switch's best record. I agree. I would agree with that. All right. Got round number 1 against Merfolk. Yeah, not much to say here. You know, once we got Primeval Titan online, the game was a little bit close. Again, because I made a slight misstep by not getting a fetch lane off of a Titan attack. I would have had less zombies, but the zombie count didn't matter as long as I just didn't die that turn, and I came pretty close to dying. Thankfully, the misstep didn't cost me. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you back in just a little bit for round number 2. And we are back for round number 2. Our opponent has revealed us a Luris, and we are on the draw, and we have a kind of a mediocre hand. The mana is a little bit awkward. We can go Sanctuary on 1, Bluffs on 2, have access to Remand or Bolt. I think it's keepable. I'm not in love with this hand, but I think it's keepable. Blood Crypt. Monastery, Swift Spear. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't kill that. Now we can. Go to 17. I'm trying to think if they have Scourge. It's a little awkward to shock here, but I think it's still worth it. I'm just going to kill it now. If they have something like Mutagenic Growth, that means they have to use it on our turn, which means we don't take an additional damage from the Swift Spear, so... They have a Thoughtseize too. Just gonna let that go. They're gonna take Remand, but maybe I'm not supposed to let that go. Yeah, this is like, I think I changed like 1 or 2 cards from Spike's list, but it's basically Spike's list, yeah. Just want to get this into play. This is the only land that actually comes into play tapped almost every time. I mean, I guess I have 2 islands, but... Hopefully they just put Luris in their hand. That I think I can beat. They have something like a Thoughtseize Death Shadow here. It might be a little rough. Okay, that's good for me. We need to find an Uro, though. See? It's just that easy. It really is just that easy. So, 1, 2, 3... If I draw another fetch land... I'd rather just get this Breeding Pool into play. The Sanctuary makes sense in this deck. I think it does if you're going to play Cryptic Command. I think it makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's good for me. I guess I got punished by not playing the Tarn. Just discard Bluffs. Because now, if I had played the Tarn and drew another fetch land, I could have flashed back to Uro this turn. So, because of Uro, I don't think we actually want to draw any of these cards. But I do want to fetch before I play Invasion of the Giants, so I don't mess up my scry if I have to cast this Force. I guess I could just play Reflecting Pool first, but... Yeah, because if there's 2 good cards on top... No, I want to play Tarn because I need to find a second fetch land. So I'm going to play Tarn. I'm going to fetch for... I'll just get an island. I guess I can get a mountain, huh? I already have 3 islands. Yeah, mountain is fine. Then we can play this and hold up Force. And that way, if we scry into a fetch land, we can Uro next turn, or Primeval Titan. We're looking for fetch land or Primeval Titan. Now, do we actually want to keep a fetch land? I think it's worth it. Pass. And even if they have a fetch land, they can't It would need a bobble. If they play bobble, I might just force it. I guess they can Luris Croxa. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just discard Reflecting Pool. I think I'll discard Reflecting Pool. They should have definitely fetched before playing Luris. Because if I had Bolt, I could have bolted this in response to their fetch. No, I'm actually just going to discard Force. I don't think this Force is really going to do anything. Alright, so we're going to draw the fetch land. Which I guess is unfortunate that I kept the fetch land, given that I didn't actually need it. Okay. So now we can go... Playfield... Uro... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Get a zombie. Pass. Black mana. Thoughtseize resolves. They're going to sack that and then Fatal Push. I assume they have a Fatal Push here. Sure. That doesn't concern me that much. Because I have this Field of the Dead going. It's really hard for them to get a good attack in. I'll just double block. Let's get... just get Island, I guess. Island is fine. They want to trade resources for zombies, I'm okay with that. I think Croxa might be tough to beat. Maybe. I mean, if we fight a Primeval Titan, nothing matters, right? They have 0 cards. See? See, chat? Doubters. So let's get Field and I guess a blue fetch. Sure. See? It's just that easy. I literally summon it to the top of my deck. Alright, against Shadow we want Explosives, Gargaroth. I'm not sold on Flame Slash. It kills Luris, and it kills small to medium-sized shadows, but in general I don't think it's where you want to be. I think Bolt is not great, but I think Force is worse. Also not a fan of Remand. I don't think I like any of the counter spells. Could bring in Gust, because it tags Blood Moon. I think I'd rather have Gust than Force of Negation. I might actually just want all 4 Gusts. Feels like Blood Moon is the only way I lose this matchup. Let's try this. Opponent has kept 7 cards. What a mana base we have here, chat. What a mana base. Alright, this hand's good. I could get greedy and put back a land, but if they Thoughtseize my Wrenn, it's pretty bad. I think I'm just going to ship a Gust. I think Gust is kind of medium in this matchup to begin with, and yeah, this is the first league. How much of the deck have you seen lately? Which deck? Are we going to get to Red and 6 a Bomac Courier? My dream. Oh, I see. I saw a lot of it yesterday. This is only match number 2, and I haven't seen it yet today, but I'm sure I'll see it at some point today. Huh. I'm willing to trade Renin 6 for Bomac Courier. I could just cast Invasion this turn. Take some damages. Ren next turn and then Titan on 4. I think that's just better. Yeah, I actually think that might just be better. Kind of agree with that. I definitely don't want this. I don't think I want another Gust either. Kind of sucks that they have a discard spell. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm going to discard Renin 6 in case they have Blood Moon next turn. Yeah. Because they didn't reveal Luris. They also missed a land drop, which is good. Do I want to show them I have Titan? I actually don't, because I don't want to deal them damage. Dealing them damage is a bit awkward. And for that reason, I also don't really want to take more damage off my Lance quite yet, so I'm just going to play Breeding Pool tapped. If they have Blood Moon, I could just Gust it, so... It's bad if they have a discard spell this turn, but... No Frost Titans? No. I don't know. I feel like just 4 Primeval Titan is enough. Because, like, the other Titans are just not that great on their own, you know? Okay, that's fine. Just not going to take any damage. Draw all the Aether Gusts, huh? Alright, so I'm going to get 1 field. Let's see. What's the other land I'm going to get? Definitely 1 field. I can't get both fields because I only have 4 lands right now. And maybe a fetch land to get more zombies next turn. It's probably fine. I have 2 blue and I have 2 Gust, so I'm covered against Blood Moon. Just get a fetch land. I don't need a forest. Like, if they play Blood Moon, I just don't care because I have Gust. You know? Like, I just get to Gust the Blood Moon, make 5,000 zombies, and they just can't win anyways, right? I actually get to Gust the Blood Moon twice. Just gonna Gust it now so I can get triggers. They put it on the bottom. Alright, so I will attack first. So they probably have more Blood Moons. Which is fine, I don't particularly care too much. I have a Tarn in play, I have a Misty in my hand. So I guess this one will just get... Oboro? Get 4 zombies off of this, we get 2 off of this, and 4 more off of this, we'll have 10 zombies. They took 6. We also have TBR covered too, so... Can't imagine they can get out of this. One or 2 Summoners pack seems like they could be decent. Maybe. Guess they could have double TBR. Can I beat double TBR? If I do this, be 16 minus 6 is 10. I go to 1. I want to be able to fetch. Just do it this way, I think. No, I'd still lose the double TBR because they just TBR this twice. Okay, whatever. All right. I'm confined or accepted my loss to double TBR. Sure. Okay. They do not have double TBR. I think we have declared victory. Mm-hmm. I guess what I could have done is fetched first and gotten some blockers. Sure. I think I wouldn't have died if I had fetched first. You're probably right. I just hit F2 and forgot to fetch first. But then I might not have had enough material to kill them, potentially. I probably still would have. Alright, opponent is off it. Once again, we cast Primeval Titan and the game is over. Just that easy. Our draw was really good. Our opponent missed their second land drop. I mean, even if they didn't miss their second land drop and they played Blood Moon on curve, we drew 2 Gusts, so I don't think it would have mattered that much. Just overall seems like a pretty decent matchup. So, again, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you back in just a little bit for round number 3. Back here for round number 3 of our league with Temur Giants. We're going to go ahead and play first. This is our third companion opponent. Third Lurrus opponent. Remand 6 lands against the Lurrus deck. Don't really want to keep that. Alright, I'm going to keep this and put back Forest. I guess I can just put back second Uro. What is the second Uro doing for me? It's probably fine. Yeah, I agree with that, Spike. I think Bone Crusher is better. Yeah, for sure. This deck is a little bit too reactive for Bone Crusher. Like, you don't really want to be tapping out on turn 3 for a 4-3, you know? What have I done? Not me too? Yeah. Blame Tybalt's Trickery, Static Gripped. It's all Tybalt's Trickery's fault. Mishra's Bauble. It's all Tybalt's Trickery's fault. I got sick of losing to it, so I decided to put 4 Force Negation in my deck. I forget. So overfield? I mean, me too. I'm not happy to be playing this deck, but... Oh. Shit. I F6'd. I probably should have killed that on their turn. Actually, no, I don't even want to kill that. I have an Uro in my hand. Like... I don't want to kill this. I could also draw red in 6. I'm just going to take a hit. What do? They exiled Ancestral Vision? Wow. Wowzer. Let's go here. I guess they could have, like, Soul Guide Lantern or something like that. I assume if they're playing Thieves Guild Enforced, they probably have a way to exile Uro, right? Because their deck just... I should not have played that Breeding Pool for field purposes. That was bad. I should have played Island. Eternal Command. Now that's a throwback. Yeah, I would have to imagine that our opponent has some way to exile Uro, right? There's no way you can play Thieves Guild Enforcer in an Uro format without, like, Soul Guide or something like that. Maybe not. I mean, I'm going to put an Uro into play. Let's exile Invasion, Ren, Titan, second Remand, one of the fetches. It's probably fine. 19 Chic, thank you for the follow. Oh, Fat Clouds, I got you in 1 second, Leozera. Do I want to draw another Lightning Bolt? I think I do. I'll take a bolt. Am I killing something now? I kind of do want to kill this at some point. I don't know if I need to kill it right now, but... Actually, I do think I want to kill it now, because if I don't kill it now, they can play a second one, I guess it would still only be a 1/3. Yeah. I guess putting the bolt on top is bad against Thieves Guild Enforcer. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it might not do anything. That's for Leo Zera. Sanctuary is so egregious and I love it. Alright, stick 6. I accept. Sure. Are they going to counter it again on the way back down? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. So we gotta keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep both fields in the Oboro. Probably just exile the Oboro. I don't need to keep the bolt though. Hold on. Because I already have a bolt in my hand, so we can go bolt, remand, pool, sanctuary, misty. There we go. I do think I want to keep both fields. For Ren purposes. Bone is going to die eventually. Yeah, exactly. Remand at this point of the game is not very good. I agree. Not terribly relevant. Also, Uro just shrinks their Thieves Guild Enforcers. I mean, I have to counter this. If they have a Drown... Oh, it's coming off... I thought it was coming off this turn for some reason. It's next turn, okay. I guess Drown's not even good because I only have 3 cards. Yeah, Uro is just so stupid against their deck. Ugh. God. Imagine trying to play Thieves Guild Enforcer in an Uro format. Tough times, huh? Tough times. I don't necessarily want to cast Invasion here. Let's just attack first. Because I don't want to use my only red source and be tapped out of Bolt. If I draw a red mana off of this, then it's different, but... Okay. I might just chill. I don't really need to do anything. I have enough counter magic. I'm just going to chill. Just gonna chill. Uro's so fair it's unfair. Uro's like the least fair of the fair cards. It's technically fair. So they're gonna try and snap drown my thing. They have 1 card in their hand. I guess I could Cryptic this and then force the Ancestral. Could have also just maybe let the snap resolve. Maybe I just don't care about them killing Uro. This is worse if they have Drown. Because now they can drown my force. I could Growth Spiral into force, but I think I would rather hold the Spiral, because then I would be tapped out of Bolt this turn. How is Invasion worth it? Seems total trash. I mean, if you have it on turn 2, it lets you cast Primeval Titan on turn 3, or on turn 4, which is pretty dope. I think that aspect is pretty nice. Well, I just don't think Bone Crusher is where you want to be in decks like this. I'm gonna attack first. In case I find a Ren. Yeah, let's attack first. Yeah, it scries 2. It tags Planeswalker sometimes. That might come up. Let's put this in play. And my other Sanctuary is gone, unfortunately. So I don't have any Sanctuaries left. Now they're at 4, though. They're just dead if I find a Giant, because I can just bolt them out. They're also just dead to another bolt. Top both. Go. This card would be better in a tap-out deck? What do you mean? Card advantage deck counterspells if phone you to the draw right now, and some matchups is trash. I can let that go. And then they tap out for Drown. I Growth Spiral into... Yeah, that's whatever. Like, I think it's worse later in the game, but I think it's good enough on turn 2 to curve into turn 4 Titans, because there's just a lot of matchups where turn 4 Titan is just game over. And, I mean, like, obviously, you know, you could just be, you know, like, you could be playing Amulet or something, but, you know. I don't know. I think the card's fine. It's been okay for me. You're casting a 1/3. Spell Snare. Okay. So they're gonna mill the Uro and the Cryptic. Sure. Can let that go. That's fine. So the craziest, most unlikely deck at 5-0. Which deck was that? Alright, attacking us for 4, we get a 13. We're going to mill another 2 cards? Sure. So we need a Bolt or a Giant. We're far enough ahead where it probably doesn't matter, but... It's a Jace. It's probably good enough. It's rising up. So if I bounce... No, just Brainstorm. Brainstorm. Primeval Titan. Oh, I see. I see the memes. Put back these two. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 cards in my graveyard. Huh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go attack. Let this trade Uro into Bolt. Kill this. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Alright, let's just attack first. Put this into play. You get to trade the 4/2 for it, which I don't really care. Then we go blue, blue, green, green. Uro, exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get to put this into play and then bolt their Luris and hold up Force. That's why I wanted to keep the extra land. There we go. Bolt Luris, hold up Force. Alright, they're off it. Is Uro a good card? I don't know, is it? My opponent was playing a mill deck. Pretty good against the mill deck, I would say. Alright, so blue-black rogues. Explosives is probably decent. Dispute might be good. Narset might be good. Garg might be good. I do kind of want additional threats that don't necessarily rely on the graveyard, because I'm sure they're going to have enough answers to Uro post-board. So I can probably trim an Uro. I can't imagine this is a good Force matchup. What else am I cutting? I don't know. Is Rogues viable outside of Standard? I don't think so, because of Uro. I think Uro is just... It's too much for a deck like my opponent's. Maybe Remand is bad. I could trim an Invasion on the draw, especially if I'm cut. I don't hate cutting an Invasion when I'm cutting an Uro. Like they'll restrict it. I don't think it's ban worthy because none of the Uro piles would be the Hogak decks. They don't restrict cards in Modern. They're on ban or no ban. They wouldn't restrict cards in Modern. I actually don't think Dispute is at I don't know. It's not great against Ancestral Vision because they just get to cast it for 0 mana. Narset might not actually be that good. Especially against a bunch of 1-drops, and like they can put creatures in play that pressure Narset early. I think this makes sense to me. We're going to do this. Restrict Birthing Pod. The problem with restricting in a format outside of Vintage is it's just like when your opponent draws the one of it, there's just like such feels bad moments, and that's why they don't do things like that. It's okay in Vintage because people have just kind of accepted that that's how it works in Vintage. Like Vintage, just every card is legal outside of Ante, but all right. So I'm definitely gonna keep this hand. I think I'm just gonna put back Primeval Titan. Right? Yeah. Lurrus is banned, that's true. I did forget about Lurrus being banned. Unban everything for a month. Just have it like the Wild West. Yeah, I agree, Suppley. It is just kind of weird. There's just like so many feels bad. Like, oh, Jace is restricted. You drew your 1 Jace. You know, things like that. It's just... How is selling your Soulbend? Well, I haven't lost a game yet, Uro, or Otterhouse. I called you Uro. I have yet to lose a game, so... It feels really bad, but it's nice to win. You know, I like winning. Winning is cool. Yeah, Lurrus is banned in Vintage. I think it's the only card that's banned in Vintage for power level reasons strictly. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think it's the only one. Do I want to hold up Bolt and Dispute? Yeah, I think I do. I think it's worth it. I know, right? I've sold my soul to the devil. This is the price I have to pay, Spike. I'm okay with that, though, you know. Just get a Steam Vents. I think I might shock this in. I play Uro, put Oboro into play. I don't have Bolt Up if I do that, but they clearly don't have a 2-drop. They didn't play one last turn. If they counter Uro, I don't particularly care that much. Yeah, I'm just going to jam Uro. Jamming Uro is nice this turn, because if it resolves, which it looks like it's not going to... Yeah, I'm going to top that. I would have been able to have 5 mana on the Vision turn, which would have let me Cryptic plus Dispute. So that's kind of why I wanted to jam Uro there. Because having 5 mana on the Vision turn is really important, because I assume they have a counterspell for Cryptic. They're putting my Uro in the graveyard. That's where I want it. I'm okay with that. It's kind of why I put it on top. They just saved me the work. They saved me 3 mana. That kind of makes sense. But that's why we have Primeval Titans, and we have Fields, and we have Gargaroth, so, I mean, it's annoying, but we could still very easily beat it. They only have 1 card now, so... If their last card's not a counterspell and we get to Cryptic this Vision, I feel incredibly favored. I think I'm going to save that for next turn. I don't want to tap out of Cryptic this turn. The problem with that Bishark is sometimes they just kill you on turn 1 or turn 2, and you just don't have time for Archon, you know? Like, sometimes you just don't have time for that. I'm gonna counter draw here. I imagine they probably have something for this. Yeah, sure. It's, like, kind of annoying, but... Now I just get to run this. Have Bolt up if they have another creature. I think we're fine. Nick closes Shahara's up, but I think that one is more of a time constraint. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily banned for power level reasons. I think it's just, like, banned for the same reason that Sensei's Divining Top is banned in Legacy. Strictly for the fact that it just tournament logistics, you know? But I don't consider that power level reasons, you know? I'm going to end up playing Field this turn anyways. If they have a counterspell, I'll just dispute it. They know I have dispute, so... So this is going to put me to 7 cards. So they would have to literally have 2 more Enforcers. But I can also just bolt this now, right? But if I bolt it, then I lose my red thing, so... Well, if they have exactly 2 more Enforcers, then good beats, I guess. They don't. I'm just going to bolt this now, so if they fight, I can dispute and win the fight. Play this and pass. Maybe I was supposed to Sanctuary back the bolt that turn? Not sure. I didn't think Trickery could have gone up before turn 3. Yeah, they have Gemstone, they have Simian, some has Chancellor of the Tangle. Like, they have a lot of ways to do it. The 53 land version doesn't have ways outside of Gemstone Caverns, but there are versions that are playing like Simian Spirit Guide and things like that, so. This isn't Waste Not? No, it's not. It's quite the opposite. Oh, that was a very good draw. So now I can plus this, get back a fetch. And I just play a fetch and pass. No, it's actually better to play Sanctuary. And just put the Cryptic on top. And then, yeah, because now I can Growth Spiral. Yeah, I think this is better to do it this way. Well, we got our Urosurgical, and I still think we're going to win this game very easily, so... Treat it like Oops All Spells and just Force. Yeah, I mean, Force isn't quite as good against the Oops All Spells decks, because, obviously their combo pieces are creatures. Like, you can fight over their mana with Force, but you can't fight over combo pieces with Force, you know? So that's where I think Oops might gain I honestly just think that the Trickery deck is worse than Oops and Belcher. I don't know, I could be wrong on that, but... So they're going to dispute, they're going to snap, what, Surgical? Or are they going to snap Gust on the Renin 6? If they snap Gust, I'll just dispute the Gust, right? And then I could still Growth Spiral into Cryptic. Dispute the Gust, Growth Spiral, still have Cryptic up. Yeah, that's okay. If they want a Surgical Bolt, whatever, I don't care. I don't know why they didn't Surgical my Cryptic, though. That was kind of weird. Why play Oops All Spells and you can play Oops 1 spell? Yeah. I don't know. I just think the Trickery decks are a lot more inconsistent than people are giving it credit for. Am I playing this for the PTQ tomorrow? I think so. I haven't lost the game yet. This deck's felt incredible. Spike broke it. No big deal. This deck's great. Once I've joined the dark side, now I just can't. I can't ever go back, you know? I mean, they know about the dispute, so they knew this was going to happen. I guess they could have Force as their last card, but then I could just Growth Spiral into the Cryptic, so who cares? Maybe I should have Growth Spiraled there, so they couldn't counter the Growth Spiral. I maybe should have done that. Must be another day that ends in Y. Yeah. Ren 6 is now at 2 loyalty. 1 loyalty. Tilt. Spike is a funny way of making me want to play Uro. I kind of feel the same way. Like, this Uro deck I'm okay playing because it has Primeval Titan. It has a much more proactive game plan than the traditional Uro decks, and I'm, like, kind of okay with that, you know? Like, I don't like playing the Dirtle do-nothing Uro decks. I guess, like, Omnath sort of fills that role, but I don't know. Primeval Titan, to me, just does it better than anything else, so... Alright, how are you beating Field? You go. I just can't imagine that they can beat this. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll block. I'm allowed to block. Yeah, but Hour of Promise just gets forced, right? Primeval Titan is something that doesn't get forced, and all the blue decks have 4 force, so... Alright, I'll fetch. I don't know what their plan is. Oh, they drew that card. So I grow Spiral in response. If they want to fight over this, I might fight back. Because I just have a Ren 6 in play, right? So if I win this fight, I just get to block, get the field back, and they can't win, right? So as long as I win this fight, then this game's over. Because they fight over this, let's say they counter it. I counter back, just counter draw, put the Misty into play, get a zombie, block. Field goes away, but then I just keep the Ren and get it back with field, so... Okay. This. Zombie. Oh, I should have fetched again in case they have a removal spell. Something weird. And I can Sanctuary back the Cryptic. I'll take a Cryptic, why not? Not that it really matters. Do I just want to keep on firing this deck? Are you interested in my Donut Brew? If you want to do the Donut deck today, we can do it after this. That's not a problem, Turtle Power. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do it today or not. But I'd be more than happy to do it today if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm not really sure why my opponent's still playing this game, but... One, two, three, four, five. Alright, you can go. Can't quite play Gargaroth with Cryptic up, but now I just have 2 Cryptics, so... Make some changes to it? I gotcha. If you're in the Discord, I don't know, did Turtle Power put it in the channel, or did you just DM it to me? I could put it in the channel real quick, but Turtle Power wants to make some changes, so we'll wait till he makes some changes, and then we can maybe I'll let him post a link. Snapcaster Mage targeting Aether Gust. Sure. How much are donor decks? $10. $10 USD or 1,000 bits. That's what we usually do for donor decks. Aether Gust. Okay. I really don't know what their plan is, but we'll find out. Mattis198, thank you for the follow. I'm just going to take some game actions. I just want to counter this. Just doesn't matter, right? How you doing today, Mattis? Drown in the Loch. I probably don't have to fight over this, but I don't know, I just want to. I'm bored. Counter, return target permanent. I guess bouncing the sanctuary there was dumb. It literally doesn't matter, but Primeval Titan, what say you? Doing good, hyped about limited and modern. They both seem very satisfying for now. Yeah, I'm interested to try this limited format out too. All right, that was the match. Still haven't dropped the game yet. That was an interesting game where our opponent surgicaled our arrows on turn 3, and I never felt like that game was close. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the game, and I will see you back here for round number 4 in just a bit. And we're back for round number 4. This Temur Giants League. We're currently 3-0. Deck's felt really good so far. Hope we can keep it going here. And this hand seems fine to me. I'll definitely keep it. We have turn 2 Invasion. If we can scry into a Primeval Titan, we get to cast it on turn 4 with the 3rd chapter, so that's pretty good. And then we have a decent, mix of cards that may or may not be good depending on the matchup, so. It's basically Trauma with extra steps. Yeah, I could buy that. It is possible that Tibalt is good enough to win a game by itself, but I'd be much more inclined to just play a normal Jun deck or a normal... We actually have a Ponza deck. Splash. We have a Jun Ponza deck that I'll show you in a little bit. Splashing for Valky. That looks kind of interesting. But I'm more interested in just playing a normal game of Magic and just having Valky as just like a sort of a value 2-drop, or if you happen to cascade into it, it's good. But I don't want that to be the only thing that I'm doing, Stepping out for a bit. Make changes order before the league. Just 3-2 with the deck. When Brisk Heights number cool. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, if you're not here, I'll definitely... I hope you're here when we start, but I'll go over it a little bit. Okay, opponent roll against a 4, which leads me to believe that they might be playing the Tibalt's Trickery deck. How scared am I of that on turn 2 if they have Spirit Guide? Am I scared enough to not play this Invasion of the Giants? I guess, right? I really, really want to cast Invasion of the Giants, chat. They would have to have Land Spirit Guide Outbursts. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to lose to that. Tibalt's a lot cuter in multiplayer where he draws way more cards per turn. Yeah, that's fair. Arid Mesa. The Tibalt Trickery deck doesn't usually play Arid Mesa, right? I don't think so. They may not be playing that. If they do nothing, I actually kind of want to cycle this Triumph, so I'm just going to play Forests. Because then I can Invasion and hold up Remand. Blood Raid and Valkyrie are both value enough for a deck, but Tibalt isn't. Right, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Oh. So they're just playing 4-color. No, they're not playing 4-color. Right? This has to be... Alright, I'm confused. I don't know what this deck is. Is it Trickery? I don't know. Okay, let's fetch first. Because I don't want to mess up my scry with Invasion. Let's get a Breeding Pool. Then we'll go Invasion. Then we have Force and Remand up. What if we troll the Tibalt players with Mono Red Storm, 1 Emrakul, keep amassing mana and hardcast Emrakul? That could be. I don't think I want either of these cards. Alright, you can go. I actually don't know what they're playing. Castle is a weird... Castle kind of throws me off a little bit. Okay, this has to be Tibalt's Trickery, right? Just not even going to reveal the Titan. I don't want them to know that I have it. Can play Jason, go shields down on Remand, and just have Force up. It's probably good enough. Maybe they're trying to overload my counter spells. I mean, I don't know. I think this is fine. Could also just find a second Force off the Jace. Oh, right. Forgot that they could do that. Okay, well, I lost this game. Because I'm just dumb. All I had to do was just never cast a spell. Wait, if they put Emrakul into play, I can just bounce it. This doesn't actually do anything. Right? I just bounced the Emrakul. Yeah, wait, this doesn't do anything. Okay, never mind. I just realized that. Because Jace is going to resolve. Oh, they hit Ulamog. Okay, I can still bounce the Ulamog. Right? I'm not going to end up casting the Bolt anyways. Whatever, I'll float red. Just, you never know. I will return your Ulamog. You can go. I guess they can try and hardcast Ulamog, but I'm going to play Primeval Titan next turn, and I should be able to kill them before they can get to 10 mana, so... How do you like my interruptible combo? It also barely does nothing when it succeeds. Yeah. Yeah, if they had done it end of turn, that would have worked. I don't know why they responded to the Jace. So I guess if I cast Primeval Titan, I do lose if they put Emrakul into play? I mean, I could just do nothing, right? Just Brainstorm. Yeah, I'm just gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna hold up all my counters. I even found a blue mana for Cryptic. I'm just gonna put back Titan, Bolt, play Island, and pass. I don't want to lose to anything. All right. Let's Brainstorm again. Just not gonna cast spells. Let's put back Bolt, Sanctuary in this order. I can play Ren this turn. Yeah, playing Ren is fine. Let's get back Triumph, pass turn. They can't run more than one Trickery? I don't believe so. How to get fancy avatar like the one I have. This is from the Mox. From participating in the Mox showcase event. Our opponent has had enough. Nice deck. Alright, against Trickery. Definitely want Gust, because you can just Gust the Trickery. Should I be concerned with them boarding in the Primeval Titan package? I don't really think I should be, right? I think Lightning Bolt can go. Do I want to do anything else? I could bring in Mystical Dispute as just a 3-mana counterspell, but that seems kind of bad. I think everything else is fine. Yeah, I also think I might just beat that package. As long as I can win the fight over Dryad. Yeah, they usually board into some, like, really mediocre Primeval Titan deck. Yeah, I think you're only allowed to play one Trickery. I'm just going to do this. I don't think I need Gargaroth. Just mulligan to Force. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go back to the game log, because they revealed a bunch of cards. Oh, it didn't tell me what they revealed. So, if they have Simeon's Spirit Guide, this hand it could be bad, because we don't have a Force, but we do have Turn 2 interaction. I'm just going to keep it. I think this hand's fine. You just gust the Outburst rather than the Trickery. You could gust either one of them. Yeah, I guess if you gust the Trickery, it just puts it back into their deck and they can upkeep an Outburst. So yeah, you just gust the Outburst. True. What's up, Giggy? Explore. Not explore. You can go. Brown again. I've still not lost a game today. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I can just remand that, right? Alright, you can go. And now I can Growth Spiral into Remand if they play a Titan or whatever they play. Looks like I get a free win because they're a bad Titan deck now. Yeah, pretty much. They're doing nothing. Interesting. Okay. I will cast a Growth Spiral. Maybe this was bad, because I guess they could Outburst now and put a Titan into play. Maybe I wasn't supposed to Growth Spiral there. How much do I care if they put a Titan into play, though? Imagine if they just hit, like, Tybalt's Trickery and Trickery into Dryad. What is this? Through the Breach. So they're going to sack this on my end step? Okay. What are they putting into play? Alright, sure. Is this currently the best Titan deck just because you can cheat it out with the enchantment? I think the enchantment is quite powerful. It's like, it's really good on exactly turn 2. It's not the best card in the world after turn 2, but I think it's powerful enough on turn 2. And even later in the game, it's still, you know, not the worst card to draw. But it's good enough on turn 2 where I think it's worth playing. Alright, sure. I may lose this game. I want to put... No, I just want to draw lands. I don't want to put a thing on top. Okay. So the Titan's going to go away. How much dono for a deck tech? Just do like... Just do $5. Like $5 what we did the last time. Oh, Outer House is going to do it for you? Dece. They're on 3 cards, one of which is a Dryad. I'm just going to play Land Pass. I do have to counter the Dryad. How did Bergie go? Not ideal. Not ideal. So I just have to counter draw this, I think. Because if I re-man, they just cast it again. So I think I have to counter draw. They have another one. Okay. So fetch puts me to 12. They get another zombie. Yeah, this is actually going to be kind of dicey, huh? Was it worse than 3-2? Yeah, we went 2-3. We played 2 leagues and we 2-3 both of them. I saw Caleb's list and it looks pretty interesting. I'm at 8. They have 1 card left. Can I ever win if it's a Primeval Titan? I think I just have to tap out for my Titan and just get 2 fields. So I would fetch to 7. Play Reflecting Pool, play Titan, get 2 fields. I have Titan and 4 zombies. They have Dryad and 4 zombies, so the board's even, and I'm at 7, so they need 2 lands to kill me. Well, no, 2 lands puts me to 1, so I'm not technically dead to 2 lands, right? Unless one's a fetch. But I think I have to go for that. If I don't... I guess the other line is try and Cryptic tap them. And, like, Gust the Dryad, maybe? I don't have Castle in my deck. This deck does not play Castle. I'm just trying to think if I want to put the Cryptic on top and just go for, like, Cryptic, tap, draw, and then Gust the Dryad in their draw step. I feel like that's worse, though. I think that's worse. I will put the Cryptic on top because I want to draw it the turn after I Titan, but... yeah, I think I just have to slam Titan and hope it's good enough. And just accept my fate if they have a land plus a fetch. They have to have a fetch and another land to be able to deal me 9. Do I have a donor deck slot? Yeah, we do. We only have 1 donor deck in the queue, so... Cystic705, thank you for the follow. Hopefully they just play 2 regular lands, put me to 1. Dead to Titan, dead to fetch. If I get to untap, I feel pretty favored, though, so... Tapping mana, that's not good. Is cycling? Okay. Oh, there we go. Beats Arts with the $10. Thanks, buddy. Let's get that donut deck later on. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 0 cards left. I just sacked 4 lands, right? Sack 4 lands, chump this, eat this, trade, trade. I could sack 1 zombie. If I sack 2 zombies, 2 lands. 2 zombies, 2 lands, that would give me 3 blockers. Chump, eat, kill, take 6, go to 1. I kind of want to stay above 1 so I can fetch. I feel like I'd rather exile an extra land. And that way I'd stay at 3 so that I can still fetch for Sanctuary. I think that's pretty important, I think. So if I exile 2 zombies... No. 1 zombie, 3 lands. That gives me 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, take 4. So 3 lands. Then I would be on 5 lands, attack. I'd still get 2 zombies on the attack. Yeah, that's fine. I do have to exile a field, or sack a field, but... yeah, I'm going to sack a field, the Sanctuary, and I guess the island? And that would leave me with those 3, that, and that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Wouldn't pre-combat tap their team, won you the game with crackback? Well, no, because I wouldn't have played the Primeval Titan. I didn't have any power in play. This thing doesn't have trample, right? Okay. Make sure I'm not getting skamazed. I mean, now they have no outs, right? How do they win? 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 How do they win Mountain still kills? No, they don't have the Dryad anymore. 2, 3, 4. Oh, they have 5 mountains, I see. No, because if they draw a mountain, I can bounce a mountain in response. So it doesn't actually kill. So I have Breeding Pool, Steam Vents. So let's get Oboro and, I guess, Cascade Bluffs? Sure. And I haven't played a land yet. So I can actually run back a land, right? Just make sure I haven't played a land. Just going to double check. So turn 6. Yeah, I've not played a land yet. So we can go red, green, play red and 6, get back islands, play island, have Cryptic up. That should cover everything. Blue, blue, blue. Make sure I'm not missing something. You can go. Yeah, so if they draw a mountain, I could just bounce a land in response to make it so that Valakut doesn't trigger. They drew a foothills. Okay, that's fine. That should not be good enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because now I can just tap draw, and if they go to fetch, I can respond and bounce their Valakut. Because I have 2 Cryptics. So this should be lethal. I can't end-step Cryptic, though. Don't end-step Cryptic, because if I do, they're just going to respond and fetch. So I think they're going to do it to my upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we go blue, blue, colorless blue, tap draw. Play a land. Go to combat. And they're going to go to fetch. And we're going to kill them. We're going to bounce their Valakut in response to make sure Valakut doesn't trigger. Blue, blue, blue. Return target permanent, draw card. Bounce your Valakuts. Easy clap, chat. 4-0, 8-0, have not dropped a game. As you can see, this is part of the reason why I'm playing this deck. That you just have 4 Force Negations, a bunch of Remands, a bunch of Cryptics. Their post-board game plan is nowhere close to as good as your Titan game plan, so just an incredibly easy matchup. If you're worried about losing to Tybalt's Trickery, I would play this deck. This deck just absolutely destroys Trickery, so hope you enjoyed the game, and I will see you back here and see if we can go ahead and get that 5-0. Alright, YouTube, we're back here for the 5th and final round. We currently are 4-0 and have not lost a game. 4-0, 8-0, so see if we can get the clean sweep. This hand, we are on the draw. We only have 1 land, so we'll definitely take a mulligan. See if we can do a little bit better. This hand qualifies as being a little bit better. I think I'm going to ship the second Cryptic command, given that we're on the draw and we only have 3 lands. I think I'd rather give myself the option to remand or spiral on turn 2. So what's it been like being the second worst bad guy? Second worst bad guy has been called. Blackleaf Cliff's Inquisition. Could be Jund. Could be Black-Red mid-range. Tough to say. I'm just going to lead on Triome. Taking Remand leads me to believe, Jund, that they probably have a powerful 3-drop to follow up with. Now they have to take Ren. I'm going to play Misty here in case they have Blood Moon. Ideally, I'd like to get a Forest. Ooh, they don't have a second land. Or a third land, excuse me. So we'll fetch. I think I'm still down to just get a Forest here. Sure. Now we have Cryptic up. They didn't do anything. We'll just keep hitting our land drops. We'll eventually find an arrow to make this game easier. You think it's red back mid range? Could be. These lightning bolts are not the best. Although they do play a magmatic channeler from time to time, so... I don't think I want to go shields down on Cryptic for that. Do I? What happens if I play this and they draw a land for Blood Moon? I can get an island off this, so I'd have 2 islands in play. It's kind of bad if they find a land for Blood Moon, right? Well, Blood Moon would shut us off of casting Cryptic even if we got a second island. We'd have to draw the third... We only have 1 island left at that point, and we wouldn't have double green to cast Titan. You know? Because I don't want to get a forest off of this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold. I think that's not worth casting. They cast the discard spell, I do have to fight over it. But... I don't have to fight over that discard spell. I do not care if they take Invasion. They're going to, but I don't mind. Alright, cool. Take a draw step. Nice. Now we find a land we win. I'm trying to think if that was... If that was Hour of Promise, we probably still would have won this game, because we would just fetch for an island, Hour of Promise, get Field Forests, something like that. So even if that was Hour, we still would have won this game. I think I'm going to get a little aggressive and counter draw this. It's really aggressive, but I like it. I just want to hit my land for this Titan to end the game. It's probably unnecessarily aggressive, but... I get 2 shots at a land, and if I find a land, the game's just over. So, there we go. That's even a 3rd basic island if I want it to be. If I get 3rd basic island, I can't get enough zombies, though, is the issue. So, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to play Stomping Grounds. Because this allows me to get 2 fields. But if I get basic island, I can't get 2 fields because I have 2 of the same land. So... Oh, they're off it. Easy. Yeah, so, I mean, if that was Hour of Promise, I still probably would have won that game, given that they just missed a bunch of land drops, but... Alright, what are we doing against red-black mid-range? Aether Gust for Blood Moon is potentially an option. Gargaroth also potentially an option. I think that's it as far as cards that I like. How do we feel about Lightning Bolts in this matchup? It kills Magmatic Channeler, but that's about it. I think it's probably a card that we don't want a ton of. I could also just cut my forces, because they're pretty bad against Thoughtseize decks. And just have Aether Gust. Basically just swap Force for Aether Gust to make sure I have a clean answer to Blood Moon that doesn't 2-for-1 me. Narset Shrek Spyro. Yeah, that's true. I think that might be too cute, though, right? Explosives. Explosives. I mean, I guess it kills Channeler and Kroxa. It's not unreasonable. 1 slash over a bolt so I can kill a Channeler that's buffed. Well, they have Liliana's, too, which is why I want to keep Lightning Bolts. I don't want to keep them all, but I think I'm fine trimming 1 bolt, maybe. I can do, 1 bolt for 1 explosives. I don't think I ever want to draw 2 of these, so I think 1 is fine. Yeah, let's go with this. I like this. Maybe I should bring in Gargaroth. I'm not sure. I think I should keep Force. I really don't like Force against the Thoughtseize decks. I really, really don't like Force against Thoughtseize. I don't think I can keep this hand because of the basic mountain, and that doesn't cast Uro. If this was a forest or an island, maybe I could see keeping this hand, but... I kind of want to keep this hand. Just put back Sanctuary. Alright, I'm doing it. It is Thoughtseize proof. They mulligan to 4. Jacob Comiskey, thank you for the follow. I think this hand's actually pretty good. It's only like kind of awkward against Blood Moon, because I guess I may have to fetch 3. No, because I have 4 Aether Gust, so I'm less concerned about Blood Moon in the post-board games. Oh, I hope they go land Thoughtseize. Oh, please. They're not going to. Sag. I'm going to lead on Misty. Hey, we drew a spell. What does this keep? We're playing against Black-Red mid-range, and they were already mulliganing in 5. I think it's actually fine. Misunderstood what deck they were playing. Alright, so they're playing Jund. We'll discard Scalding Tarn, I think. Which means they don't have Blood Moon. So I can just fetch Triome. Now that we don't have to worry about Blood Moon. Just play Island. Playing Island's fine. Then I see there was a Tibbal's Trickery deck that went 5-0 once to... Yeah, I saw that. That was Sodek. Sodek actually posted on Twitter about that. Cleansing Wildfire. I care about that? Control Freak with the rating party of 29. Thank you for the generous rate. I appreciate that. I just don't think I care about that. Just get a forest. Okay, play this. So I can potentially have Cryptic mana up next turn. Yeah, Sodek is wild. Alright, what are they casting? Assuming this is getting remanded. Alright, that is kind of an issue. That is a pretty big issue that we have to find an answer to. Lightning Bolt doesn't really count that much. Let's get Steam Vents. I'd like to draw a Cryptic here. Alright, so what I can do is I can play Tarn, and then if they play Ashiok, I can Growth Spiral and then crack both my fetches. So let's do that. I can also just find a remand off the Growth Spiral, potentially. But this allows me to crack both my fetches. Should I let that go? I could Growth Spiral into a Cryptic. I think I should cast the Growth Spiral. Because that means they wouldn't be able to take the Cryptic, if that was the case. Now I could put Remand on top and hope they don't have another land. Because they didn't play a land last turn. I could just... Oh, no, I can't. Well, I could fetch for the other Sanctuary, right? I could put Misty into play. Fetch for Breeding Pool, fetch for Sanctuary. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just hope they don't have a land this turn. I mean, Remand's still probably a fine draw, honestly. Alright, now I'll just bolt them. Because it's free. They're going to take it anyways. Ren and 6. Sure. Do I want Field Up before the fetching? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe. But I really want to draw this Remand, I think. I think it's worth it to draw the remand, so I can remand the Ashiok. Yeah, that's also true. That's a fair point. Now that they didn't do that, though, and I get to remand the Ashiok next turn, I think it's worth it. So now we can go Breeding Pool tapped. Could Growth Spiral. Well, the problem with getting Growth Spiral is I have these two lands, which I already have in play. So if I get Growth Spiral, I can't trigger Field, right? I guess I could find a land to trigger Field. I think I'm just going to put back Remand. And then play Field this turn. It's kind of awkward if they have Wildfire. I think it's a Wildfire the Field, but play Field and just hope to find a land that we don't already have in play. So they know our hand. They might just not even jam the Ashiok into the remand they know about. Could have spiraled into remand. True, but what does that accomplish? Because it put the Sanctuary in play, but it doesn't give me a zombie because I already have a Sanctuary in play, you know? I could have done that. But I thought saving the Sanctuary might have been better if I find, like, a Cryptic, you know? If that got me a zombie, then I would have considered doing that. But I already have a Sanctuary in play, you know? So it's a little awkward. I mean, they can't cast Ashiok anyway, so I might as well reban this. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. Ooh, I don't have another green source, though. Conveniently did not fetch an extra green source. Sure. That is awkward. But we do need to find a green source. Huh. That's a green source. But I can't... It's not really, though, because it's down a green source to cast it. So I'm just going to cast Uro. And go from there. See if I find a green mana. We did. I mean, it's another land that doesn't... I mean, I'm still going to do it, but... Another land that we already have in play, which is super awkward. Not that I'm complaining, but... so they have creature, sorcery, land. So if I exile my instance, I can make it smaller. No, but that's bad because of the Sanctuary that I might want to put into play. So let's go land, land, land. I think remand's pretty bad at this point. Yeah, that's fine. So if I put Sanctuary into play, I don't get a zombie, which I think is bad. So let's do this, I think. Oh, we can still put Sanctuary into play and get a zombie. True, true, true. I guess I do want to draw the Growth Spiral, huh? It's probably fine. Alright, and you can go. What's up, Doom? How you doing, Daniel from Brazil? Doing good. We're 4-0, 8-0 up a game, and I think we're going to win this game. Our opponent has Ashiok, but we have an Uro in place, so we don't particularly care about that. Very well with heat, but health, which is the important thing, for sure. Oh, yeah. You think I want Bolt? What would you want Bolt for? Oh, for this tracker? Do I care about this tracker? I don't think I do. Maybe. Like, what are they going to do? Tracker Ashiok and just get clapped by the Uro? Yeah, maybe for the Ashiok. But I can also just pressure the Ashiok, right? Oh, they're just going to exile the Growth Spiral. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was dumb. Oh, they milled themselves. That's good. I actually kind of really wanted to draw that Growth Spiral. They're also just dead to Cryptic. It's not a Cryptic. Goyf is a 5/6. If I send everything at Ashiok... If I send everything at Ashiok, what does that end up doing for me? If they double block the Uro, they lose the... Yeah, they can't do that. So they just eat a zombie, chump the Uro, maybe? I mean, I'm just going to attack both at Ashiok, right? Yeah, I think so. Everything at Ashiok, excuse me. I'm not even going to let them know I have a fetch. Because they might let the Ashiok die if they don't know I have a fetch. Wow, they are going to do this. So maybe they have a second Ashiok? I'm going to kill the Goyf. Because I definitely care more about the Goyf, I think. Now we can do this. Sack this now so we can get it back with Ren and 6. Just get Stomping Ground. That's fine. Pass turn. And we have 6. We have, 6 zombies. They're at 10. So this is current. I guess they have the Ravine to not die. I just don't know how they're getting out of this. Their Ren's at 6, which is kind of threatening, but not particularly. I mean, they can get the Kroxa back to maybe discard the Tarn, but... Field Berry's mid-range decks. Oh, yeah, for sure. Guess they could theoretically draw Cleansing Wildfire and go Wildfire, Ashiok, exile the field, but then they'd just be dead on board, right? They have 6 zombies, they have 1 blocker. So if they do that, they're just dead. We actually can also ping them with red, and we only need to get in with 4 zombies. So they're effectively at 8, which means they need 3 blockers, right? They go to 8, block, block, block. Yeah, so they need 3. They need to be able to interact with 2 more zombies in combat. And also deal with the Uro, and deal with the Ren, and deal with the field. It's just too much for them. I don't think there's any way out. I can't imagine there is a way out. Collective Brutality. Okay, that might buy them a turn. 10. Yeah, that buys them a turn. Now they can, play second Ashiok? If they have a second Ashiok, this might be dicey. If that's their last card. Oh, Bolt, sure. I don't really care about that. I guess they could have had Maelstrom Pulse. Pulse the zombies and killed my Ren. So let's go play Tarn, because they know about it. The Bolt doesn't quite kill them. I'm just going to attack them. I can ping the Ren for 1 if I need to. The Ren is not going to be good enough, I don't think. Block here, take 6, go to 5. I ping the Ren to make sure they can't ultimate, and it should be easy from there. Just hold the Bolt. They should have let damage go before this. Now I just get to bolt this. They could have at least killed the zombie if they let damage happen first. Because I wasn't going to ping their tracker anyways. Maybe I was supposed to hold the bolt so I could bolt my own zombie. But, this is fine. Let's be honest here. Field is the boogeyman these days in these lists, not Uro. Yeah, I could buy that. They're both pretty egregious, but Field might be more egregious. A Boil? Oh, how am I going to beat a Boil? Chad, how am I going to beat a Boyle? Calmomo, thank you for the follow. Boyle blew up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands, and it's not even close to good enough. Opponent's sticking it out, though. Opponent is sticking it out. Kroxa resolves. Boiling with the red in play. Surely the second boil. Yeah. Oh man. Nice. This is a perfect example of Jund in 2021. An actual perfect example. Boil for 8 lands, literally dead on board. I will attack you, opponent. You are defeated. Huzzah! We have successfully achieved the 5-0, 10-0, and it was really not that difficult. Alright, so for those of you watching on YouTube, I really hope you enjoyed the matches. As you can see, this deck is incredibly favored against Jund for a plethora of reasons. Euro, field, etc. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!